And the province of New Brunswick had done it yet again with the new eligibility requirements for the PNP Skilled Worker Program of the province of New Brunswick. Now, this program or this pathway is absolutely juicy. You guys should watch this video until the end because we will tackle all the necessary information for us to understand whether or not an applicant is eligible to apply for this program or not. We will ask questions and we will analyze various situations here. We will also discuss or talk about the selection factors. Guys, I am excited. Let's get this on. This is Coach Rice and this is Quest Canada. And let's get the juicy information out of the way here. The fact number one is that if you currently live in the province and you are able to prove that you have been living in New Brunswick in the last 6 months, that's two, and you have a job offer in any tier. It doesn't matter if it's in 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, but the 5 tier has got some exception. We will get into that a little bit later. Nevertheless, if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, then you do not have any restriction. You can have any kind of job offer and you will be eligible under this nominee program. Now, to everyone who live outside of New Brunswick and outside of Canada, hear this out. You can be eligible under this nominee program if you have a job offer, of course, and your job offer should be under Tier 5 only. If you are outside of New Brunswick or outside of Canada and you have a job offer but it is not under Tier 5, then unfortunately you are not qualified under this program or under this PR pathway, but you can be qualified in other PR pathways of New Brunswick. But I have tackled many other PR pathways of New Brunswick, guys. I urge you to go through those videos. Nevertheless, with regards to being out of New Brunswick, again, it will have to be, or the job offer will have to be in Tier 5, with the exception of the following positions: kitchen helpers, food counter attendant, and other related support occupations in the food and beverage industry. Should you have finished your school in New Brunswick in order to be qualified under this program? And the answer is no. Now, aside from those three eligibility factors that I have just mentioned, there is the selection factor and scoring system by the province, and every single nominee program has got such kind of scoring system. Now, with this skilled worker system, there is the scoring for an applicant's age. There is also the score for official languages that you can speak, either English or French. There's also a scoring for your education, and there's also the score for your work experience. If you will see here, there are priority sectors by the province. These are sectors that require immediate workforce. These are business service centers, education, healthcare, forestry, information technology, manufacturing, skilled trades, and transportation. So if you fall under, or your profession fall under those occupations that are in demand and require immediate workforce, you guys are at a lock. You definitely have to take advantage of this program. There is also additional score for adaptability. Adaptability is when you have family here in the province, if you finished your education here in the province, if you have got employment in the past in the province, and if you have a spouse or common law partner residing in the province. I'd like to dive deep into the details of the work experience selection factor. If you did not finish education here in the province, then it is required that you show your work experience to your related job offer. The work experience must be 12 months full-time. It cannot be a free work or an internship or a volunteer. It must be a paid job, and it should have happened in the last 5 years, meaning if you are to apply this year in 2024, you have to count 5 years back in 2019, and that is when you start your employment certificate. It doesn't matter. It can be 4 years ago, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, as long as you are able to prove it. Now, if you finish your education here in the province, this information or this factor is waived from your end. You do not have to show any experience. And this is a beautiful thing and a priority that is shown by the province to international students who graduate in this province. And this is one of the reasons why I always urge you guys, before deciding on a program, before deciding on a school, you have to study the province first. And New Brunswick is certainly a province you should consider. If you need help at NBCC or Crandall University, University of New Brunswick, we have got affiliations. We are connected with different schools across Canada and certainly across the Atlantic. We can help you with the assessment. We can help you with admission. We can mentor you the entire application. Give us a call or give us an email. Send us an email. Do not give us a call, but send us an email. That's admin@questcanadaca.com or visit our website. We have got various free information that you can download there. In the selection factor scoring, it is required that you score a minimum of 60 points over 100 in order for you to be eligible to apply for an ITA. So let's say that you score 60 points over 100. How does the process actually look like? The first step is for you to have the employment offer. It is certainly the very first step. The second step is for you to be ready with the various PR documentations. These PR documentations are your police security clearances, your employment certificates. These are your education documents and your certificate of completion if you finish your school here in the province. You also have to submit a certain form by the New Brunswick government that needs to be signed by yourself and by the employer. Once you have completed those two steps, then you are on to the third step, which is the creation of your profile or your account at the gnb.ca portal. This is really where everything starts as long as the involvement of the government is concerned. This portal will allow you to provide your pertinent information, personal information, your education information, your professional information. All of this will be asked, and you will have to be very truthful with all the information that you will provide. The moment you have created your profile, and then you wait. You wait for the government to assess and evaluate your invitation or your profile, whether they will extend an invitation to apply to you right now or perhaps in the future. One thing that I have to ask you is you have to be patient. I have had many students who asked me, I have submitted it 1 month ago. Until this very moment, I did not receive anything. And 1 month really, guys, is nothing. You have to be absolutely patient. Once the province have evaluated your profile and they deem you as someone who is legitimate with your application, and then you will be extended with an invitation to apply. You will be given 45 days to complete all the necessary documents required by the province. And this is one of the reasons why the second step is you have to be PR ready, because the moment you are extended with an ITA, you are only given 45 days to complete everything. And do not, I would like to reiterate that you have to be meticulous with your documentations. Hence, after 45 days, if you were not able to complete your documentations and the requirements by the government of New Brunswick, then there is the risk of losing the invitation. There could be pertinent reasons, legitimate reasons that you are not able to provide all the necessary documents, and it always helps that you advise the government, send an email to them and advise them that you are having some troubles with an employer. An employer essentially is on a holiday for 2 months, and therefore you are not able to acquire the employment certificate. There are various reasons that can be legitimate, and to me, you just have to explain yourself to the government or the department that takes care of this invitation. And I tell you guys, these guys or this department, they are very friendly, and they are receptive of logical reasoning. Step 6 is evaluation of the provincial government on your document. So they will see the legitimacy, the correctness, truthfulness, and completeness of your documents. And if they're happy, then indeed you are extended with an invitation to apply for PR. And the last step is for you to complete your PR application federal level. So it is always a note that the government says that the IRCC makes the final decision. The government provides or extends the invitation to you, but the PR decision is under the federal government. If all the documents that you have and supplied and provided are all legitimate, correct, truthful, and complete, then you should not worry. You should just wait for your PR. Another factor that I'd like to talk to you about is that the employers are not necessarily restricted with this PNP. If we compare this to AIP or the Atlantic Immigration Program, it is required that the company should be designated under AIP, and there are various eligibility requirements under AIP in order for a company to be eligible or designated under AIP. With this skilled worker program, there's no such thing.